Niedermayer's last meeting against him saw him pick up a couple of assists. Dumba's ferocity on the puck led to a number of takeaways in the last game against them. Tension so thick you can cut it with a knife. The Thunderbirds kick things off by winning the opening faceoff, and here we go. Shot comes up with a big-time glove save.
Well, he can make the saves, James, but what's more impressive to me is the way he can control the puck. He hardly ever gives up rebounds, and he really has a way to control them.
Beals crossed the line and on the attack. Scores! Oh, a little flick of the wrist was all it needed.
Well, this is his textbook shot, isn't it, James? And it's a beauty. It is the quick release. No one knows where it's going to. Not the goaltender, not the players in front of him. He just finishes. He's known for this shot. He scores a ton of goals like this, James, because he keeps his feet moving, and that doesn't allow the goaltender to get set to the puck, and he finds the back of the net.
Beals come to play. Look at that. A quick goal here just minutes in.
Well, it's all about getting the start that you want, James, and that doesn't always mean a goal. It means being heavy in on the forecheck, establishing pressure, capitalizing on their opportunity. That's a bonus, and they do it early in the frame.
Raymond's got it against the boards. Great read with the stick. And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. The Thunderbirds take it along the wall. Quick feed to Nurse. Oh, and the stick collapses on the play. That's got to be so frustrating.
Extremely frustrating, James. I know my dad would say they don't make them like they used to, but that is a critical time to have it snap in half.
Nearing the midway mark of the period. Beals up 1-0. The Thunderbirds win possession here in the open ice. Tosses it on to Hannafin. Oh, wow! Moves it to the middle! Couldn't complete the pass! The Kraken have gained possession off the wall. Here they come on the attack. And that pass is redirected. Sen's gonna keep and hang on for the whistle and just slow it down a little bit here.
As a goaltender, you always have to be mentally focused and ready to make a save, James. He hasn't been busy this period, but they're in the lead, so it's a safe play. He elects to hold on.
Gretzky's won the draw, and they're on the attack. Beals got the puck, and that's broken up by Miller. Shakes off the coverage. Oh, tremendous save on the play!
What an incredible save. No idea how he got to that one, James, and the shooter is absolutely stunned. What a stop.
Oh, smart heads-up play to poke that one away. Great read by Besser. Shot! Great save with the stick. McCarr's taking it from his own end. Sneaks by the poke check. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Puck scooped up by McDavid. Scores! I got 2 words for you. New game.
Yeah, certainly is, James. And who's going to come out on top at the beginning of this face-off? You want to be able to get that puck in the offensive zone and find a way to continue to attack.
Here in the back half of this period, we are all tied up in this one. Lindros wins it in the neutral zone. Theodore's got it in the defensive end. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. Teams are ready for the draw. The linesman about to drop the puck. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. From the back end, takes the shot. And that was a good heads-up read to make that save. And that's taken away in the offensive end by Nugent-Hopkins. Solani's going to play it against the half wall. Broken up by Bennett. Steps into the offensive end. Slides it across. Scooped up along the wall by Gunther. And that's poked away by Bennett. And now it's grabbed by Nugent-Hopkins. Here they come on the rush. Nugent-Hopkins is hauled down. The official's arm is up. And let's see what the definitive call is on the ice. Nurse is not going to like the call, but the officials see tripping on the play. Well, this gives us our first chance to take a look at the team's power play unit.
Well, they've earned their first power play of the game. A tone setter right here and an opportunity to look at the coverage on the setup.
Quick shot! Big time stop! Grabs the puck here at the blue line. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. The Kraken have possession along the boards. Oh, great play to sidestep the poke check. Oh, and here's the pass. Picked up along the boards by McKinnon. Moves it around along the half wall. Scores! It's a power play goal, and it puts them in front.
Well, that's perfect execution. You have that player advantage. You got to use it. They did it. Now they're ahead. A lot of the time, you got to get net front if you want to get a goal here, James, and perfect timing with hand-eye coordination to be able to redirect that puck, and the goaltender doesn't know where it is, and it finds the back of the net.
The Kraken have taken advantage of some opportunities here in the first and now lead it by 1.
Well, yeah, I do feel like they've had the edge in the play here, James, and they're rewarded with the go-ahead goal, but they're going to have to find a way to continue to push, continue to press, because they're in a game.
Slides it across. Slides it back to the blue line. Deflected in front. Oh, a clutch save! And with that, the first period is in the books. Both teams with a chance at a refresh will get a clean sheet of ice and come back with period number 2. Welcome back, everybody. James Cybulski with you. Period number 2. The middle frame ready to go. The second stanza is underway as the puck is dropped. Let's go. Well, Cheryl, we got 20 minutes under our belts in this one. How do you sum up the performance?
Beal's behind in this game, James, because they simply haven't had the puck. They got to do a better job of closing on it and holding it when they get it.
Hughes works the puck in his own zone. From the open ice, they gain the line. Picks off the pass.
The Thunderbirds have been stealing pucks all game, and when you intercept passes and you find ways to get your sticks in lanes, you typically find a way to possess the puck, but they've got to open it up here. This game's awfully tight.
Unable to reach that one. Weber's got it across the line. Centering feed, and that's stopped. Moves it to Horton. I don't think anybody was hanging onto the puck after that hit. Dishes it to Nylander. The Kraken have taken control of the puck. Avoids the poke check. Feeds it over on the rush. Scores! Mr. Bennett. Sam Bennett connects and finds the back of the net.
I love the way they were able to execute on this odd man rush. James really used the ice to their advantage, manipulating their opponent, the ice that they did have, and then they were able to capitalize when the shot came their way.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. It's all tied up. And they grab possession of the puck after that center ice face-off. And he sidesteps the check there. Takes it to the front. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
That's a fantastic save, James. I mean, you got one of the greatest shooters in the league in terms of their snapshot. I mean, he almost snaps his twig in half, and it's a disguise shot, so the goaltender has to be ready to be able to make that instinctual save.
Face-off looming as both centers get into position. Lindros has it in their own end. And the save. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. And they win the draw here in their own end. Here's a short pass to Miller. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Scores! A timely finish, and they've taken the lead!
Sometimes you can feel momentum swing, James, and you can tell that they're playing with more confidence, and as a result, they get a little puck luck and they put it in. That's a beautiful finish, but I'm telling you, he's got to go over to his teammate and say thank you very much for that beautiful pass. I mean, it was placed perfectly on his stick. He didn't have much time to react, but he could collect it, and he found a way to put it home.
The Kraken have jumped in front by one here in the second.
Feels good, no question about it, to be ahead, James. Because when you're ahead, you feel like you can manipulate and you can dictate the game and the shape and the landscape of it.
Beals gain the line and into the zone. Oh, my! Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps them at bay.
Well, he makes an incredible save on a point-blank shot here, James. I love the way he's aggressive, he's competitive, and he wins the battle.
Big-time stop there. Quick pass to Besser. Tries to get the puck to Riley. Moves it to the middle. Can't connect the play. Across the line, down the left wall. Hughes plays the puck. And he dodges the poke check there. Oh, that's gotta hurt. What a play. Shot, glove save. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Getting into the later stages of this period, 3-2 is where we sit in what has been a tightly contested affair. And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. Angles it over to Tkachuk. Oh, what a chance here! Across the line! And we're going to get a penalty coming up here.
He's ahead of the pack here, off to the races, and he gets taken down from behind, and that's going to be a penalty shot, tripping all day long.
Tkachuk's got the puck, and here he comes. Fires it on net. Big save, and breathe a sigh of relief. Officials getting ready to drop the puck to get play back underway. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And that's knocked away by Nash. Beals got possession of the puck. The Thunderbirds carry it along the wall. Shakes loose. Oh, what a stop with the glove by Hellebuck.
Well, that shot came quick, and it was right out front. He had to be sharp. He had to be right on it and show his brilliant reflexes.
And they win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Tying seconds, and he makes the save. 40 minutes of play in the books. Both teams will get one last chance to catch their breaths, and then it's on to period number 3 next. And they are ready to drop the puck on period number 3. They have dropped the puck here in the third. Cheryl, 40 minutes in the books now played. How do you view this one?
The Thunderbirds, coach won't be happy with their performance tonight in the effort areas and the habits. I mean, they really haven't been hard on the puck. They haven't been strong or physical. And as a result, their opponent has taken it to them because they've had the puck the entire game.
Beals looking to break out. Good use of the body on the play. Slides the puck over. Up along the wing. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Moves the puck behind the net. Moves it to Weber. Tiptoes around the poke check. Grabs control of it at the point. Kucherov's got the puck along the wing. Beals ready to go on the attack. Nurse has got it in the offensive zone. And that slides right out to center ice. Penalty coming up as the play's blown dead.
When you're down a goal, you can't generate any offense if you're shorthanded. They're going to have to be opportunistic, find a way to kill it off, and then reset the momentum. But this faceoff's won, James. They're going to set up in the umbrella. You know that they want to pull the coverage up high, work that puck down low. They'll have someone in front to be able to screen, but they'll also be looking for cross-seam passes to attack the net.
And he takes the pass. Beals got the puck against the boards. Great stick save by Hellebuck. Looking to break out here on the power play. Beals got a hold of it along the wall. And they'll be forced to regroup as the puck escapes the offensive end. Loses his balance on the play. Great heads-up play with the stick by Hannafin. And that's just out of reach.
Dreisaitl's up and ready to get back on the ice.
And the power play unit comes up empty on that one.
Already down in the game and your back's against the wall. This is a massive kill. You want to keep the game within reach.
Gretzky's got the puck. Tees it off! Oh, look at the glove save by Sen. Stoppage in play as we get an offside. Past the midway mark in this period. 3-2 is where we sit. It's a one-goal game in what has been a very fun contest to this point. Beals won the draw in the neutral zone and sends it just out of reach. On the attack along the boards. One-time blast. Here's a chance behind the net. McKinnon's working it around in the corner. Moves it quickly over to Makar. Scores! A long-range shot finds the back of the net.
Well, status quo for him, James. I mean, how many has scored from that range? But it's the power that he's able to get off. He doesn't have the big windup. Every goaltender has to be expecting this shot from him, but for some reason, it beats him every time. Well, he's just got a ton of confidence with his long-range wrister because he's scored from that area so many times before, James. He's got a quick release. Often it has seeing eyes and it's disguised, but it finds the back of the net.
Both teams are set. We'll drop the puck here. The Thunderbirds take control of the face-off. Quick feed to Draisaitl. Here's a backhander. Scores! And they needed that.
Oh, they certainly did. Now they're within one. They're within striking distance of the equalizer here, James. They're playing on their toes. It's about staying there and keeping the foot to the pedal. Well, he's right in the slot, that prime scoring area, and he corrals it on his backhand. That's a great play to get it off quickly.
Beals got one back here in the third, but they still need another.
They're going to have to swarm the puck and find a way to retrieve it. And it's shot selection as well. Good opportunities, get to the slot, and find a way to convert.
Hughes wins it inside the neutral zone. Streaking into the attacking zone for the right. Picked up along the wall by Miller.
Well, this game looks like it's going right down to the wire, James, and one of the most important things to do now is make sure you make good blue line decisions.
Puck grab by Draisaitl. Oh, look at this. Maintains possession. And that's blocked in traffic. Raymond's got the puck in his own zone. Taken along the wall by Kucherov. Beals gained possession along the boards. Slides it diagonally to Nash. Oh, and a good heads-up defensive play. They've got numbers here. Grabbed along the board by Miller. Beals got the puck inside the defensive zone. Drives it to the crease. Centering pass, and that doesn't connect. Scooped up along the wall by McDavid. Taken by Miller. Oh, and a smart heads-up play. The Kraken have taken possession in their own end. And there's the whistle icing the call. A big face-off here inside the offensive end. The Thunderbirds win it.
Puck possession right off the draw, James, against a very tired group who just iced the puck, leads to an opportunity.
Beals got the puck. Besser's got it along the wing. Winds up! Oh, big-time save by Hellebuck. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. And off the draw, they win possession. Weber's lugging the puck. Here's a short pass to Theodore. Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by Hamilton. And it is all over with this one. Hard-fought win tonight, but you look at puck possession here, Cheryl, a huge factor that stands out for me.
Yeah, you don't even have to really look at the analytic numbers. I mean, the eye test says it all. You knew that they had the puck on their stick, and they were in control of the game right from puck drop.